This is lesson number 20 in the series of lessons that goes along with the book, How to Play the 3-String Cigar Box Guitar. And we're going to talk about some blues licks today and introduce you to a few. These are only a few out of, an infinite number, but we're going to use these licks later on to actually put together a song, a solo. If you look on page 96, figure 5-9, I call that blues licks. In fact, I think we did this one in the last lesson. We're going to go. Oh no, we didn't do this one in the last lesson. We did something pretty close. This one has kind of a major sound to it. You'll notice I put the note numbers down below the tab. So we've got the 1, which is the root, the 6, 5, 6, 1, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1. So we've got the 3 in there instead of a flatted 3. The rest are all notes out of the major scale. So that's going to have a major sound. Look at lick number 2. This is a little bit more of a minor sound. So now we've got the flatted 3 in there, we've got the flatted 7 in there instead of the 6. So this is going to take on a little bit more of a minor feel to it. One other thing I noticed I did here, I pulled that second string off. That's not indicated in the tab. It could sound just as good as or. All right, now starting in measure 7, lick number 3 is really the same as lick 2, except we're going to go up an octave. So we're going to be up here at the 12th fret. Hear how that sounds like. So we're an octave higher there. Starting at the 12th fret. Notice your left-hand finger is pretty much right around the 12th fret there. If you use your index finger on that 12th fret, then you can reach over with your pinky, and then index finger again, slide from 11 to 12 on the second string. So everything seems to fall pretty much right underneath your fingers. Now we need a little something. We're thinking 12-bar blues already, so we need a little something to go along with one of those parts. Looking at lick number 4, da 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 da. Okay, those are a couple of blues licks. Let's go over to figure 5-10. These we're going to incorporate in our solo, and this one seems pretty simple. In fact, I've been up and back down. You can do that, but the way it's tabbed out is just a little quarter bend. And that's on beat 4 of measure 1 and beat 1 of measure 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. In lick number 2, we're just walking down the 3rd string, but we throw an extra little note in there. So, kind of a little bit of a turnaround there. And we end up with a pinch. So that's lick number 2. Lick number 3, okay, this is another turnaround. We're going to be on 7 and 9 on the 1st and 2nd string. And we're going to walk that down. Just walking this form, but the last one we move the note on the 2nd string, so it's just 1 fret above the 1st string. We start out with 2 frets above, and you can stagger these or just maybe just stagger the first one. So that's a little turnaround. Lick number 4, same thing up at the 12th fret, except this time we're walking down on the 2nd string. the fingering I'm using here is pinky stays right on that 12th fret of the first string, and I use the other 3 fingers to walk down. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 is the way that would time out in the blues. All right, there's some licks that we can utilize as we practice our jam sessions. In the next lesson, we're going to put those together and make a 12-bar solo.